Hello, I'm Joel Blackwell. Welcome to Grassroots Clout. This is the program that explores how professional lobbyists can create strong grassroots key contact programs. We've been having an interesting discussion on LinkedIn about the fact that many grassroots advocates will get an appointment, go into an elected official's office, have the conversation, and fail to make the ask. Now, here's one idea to address the problem. This is an interview I did with United States Representative Linda Sanchez from California District 38, just outside Los Angeles.
But if you can be specific with what you're asking your member of Congress to do, and if you can get that out there in the first 5 or so minutes of your conversation, that I think is probably the best thing that you can do. I've had folks come in and talk to me and spend the whole meeting time talking about the history of their organization or how they came into being, and oftentimes we already know that information. So we're looking for what it is specifically that you want to talk about. Try to get that out there in the first 5 minutes of the conversation so that the majority of the conversation can be on the issue that concerns you.
You have to like her honesty and the fact that she's genuinely puzzled, and I find that advocates remember this video and realize they need to make an ask, that politicians are expecting an ask. They want an ask, and they don't know what to do if you aren't asking for something. And don't think it doesn't happen. Listen to Florida Senator Alan Hayes.
Joel, I think the first thing is people need to know the personality of the legislator with whom they're speaking. Is this guy a happy-go-lucky sort of fella who will flitter and flitter about, or is this guy a bottom-line fella? And in my case, over the last couple of weeks, on more than one occasion, I have interrupted people who were making presentations to me. I've said, excuse me, but get to the end of the story. Tell me what you want, and perhaps I can give it to you and save you some time. Don't drag. One of those fellows was a lawyer, and I just had to tell him, I said, listen, sir, I'm not a jury. Tell me what you want. Get to the bottom line, you know. And not all legislators are like that. So many times, I think the constituent, or even to some degree the professional lobbyist, wants to come in and they want to build their case, and then they want to go for the ask, if they will. Many people are hesitant to ask for anything, when in fact I think they need to push that emotion behind them.
So the question is, how can you make sure your advocates make the ask? I recommend a checklist, 7 easy steps to a successful in-person meeting with an elected official. I like to give it to them on a piece of paper and urge them to hold it in their hands and go down the checklist to make sure they accomplish what they set out to do in the meeting. One thing that will help is to get them to utter the specific words of the ask. Will you support us on this bill? Will you vote to get this bill out of committee? Will you sign the Dear Colleague letter? So I'll be talking more about the checklist and what I've learned sitting in sessions with volunteer advocates. You can join our discussion on LinkedIn at the group Grassroots Managers. That's it for this edition. See you next time.